Imagine a world where your living room didn't have a glowing screen. Then, suddenly, there it was, the television. It wasn't just a new gadget, it was a revolution. Families, often gathering around this mysterious new box, experienced news, entertainment, and even advertising in a way they never had before. This wasn't just about watching shows, it was about an entirely new form of media entering the most intimate space of the home, immediately commanding attention and reshaping the very fabric of family interaction. It's wild to think how quickly it became indispensable, isn't it? Before television, family life looked pretty different, right? Evenings might involve reading together, playing board games, listening to the radio, or just talking. Dinner was often the main event, a dedicated time for conversation. There was a rhythm built around shared activities that didn't involve a central screen. The family narrative was often shaped by personal stories, local events, and the shared experience of quiet domesticity. The advent of TV offered a competing narrative, a ready-made world delivered directly into the living room, which is a huge shift when you think about it. In its early days, television was an event. Families would gather, often in silence, mesmerized by this new window to the world. It wasn't just entertainment, it was a shared experience, a new form of communal storytelling. The screen became a focal point, drawing eyes and attention in a way that the radio, for all its power, never quite did. It created a collective experience, a shared gaze that could unite a family, but also, subtly, reorient their individual attention away from each other and towards the glowing box. This was the birth of collective media consumption within the home. One of the most immediate impacts of television was on the daily rhythm of family life. Meal times, which once had a natural ebb and flow, started to be dictated by show schedules. "Just 5 more minutes, Mom, my show's on," became a common plea. Bedtimes shifted, homework might be done in front of the screen, or hurried to finish before a favorite program. The broadcast schedule became a new, unseen authority in the household, overriding established domestic routines and, in a way, externalizing the family's internal clock. This really shows media's power to shape even the smallest habits. Sociologists and cultural critics quickly picked up on how television became the new focal point of the home, replacing the traditional fireplace or hearth. It wasn't just a place to gather for warmth, it was a gathering point for stories, news, and shared cultural narratives. This electronic hearth drew families together physically, but often pushed them apart conversationally. The passive act of watching took precedence over active engagement, creating a new kind of togetherness that was less about interaction and more about shared reception. It truly became the dominant presence in many living rooms. Television didn't just change how families spent time, it changed what they talked about, or didn't talk about. Suddenly, current events from across the globe, pop culture trends, and fictional characters became common points of reference. This could spark new conversations, broadening horizons. But it also introduced potential divides, as different family members might prefer different shows, leading to remote control battles or arguments over content. Children were exposed to ideas and images previously outside their direct family sphere, challenging parental authority and traditional values. It was a whole new landscape for family dynamics. With TV's pervasive presence, parents quickly found themselves in a new role, the media gatekeeper. No longer just guiding their children's activities, they now had to manage screen time, content appropriateness, and the overall influence of this powerful medium. Debates about educational programming versus entertainment, violence on TV, and advertising's impact on children became common. This shift meant parents were constantly negotiating media's role in the household, trying to balance its benefits with its potential drawbacks. It was a new layer of complexity added to the already challenging job of raising a family. Television, for decades, was the ultimate shared reality. When a major event happened, or a new cultural phenomenon emerged, virtually everyone experienced it through the same lens, at roughly the same time. This created a powerful sense of national, and even global, community. Families would discuss the moon landing, the latest sitcom, or a presidential address, knowing that millions of others had shared that exact same media experience. This collective consumption of stories and information deeply influenced cultural norms, values, and what it meant to be part of a larger society. It was a powerful, unifying, and sometimes homogenizing force. The patterns established by television's introduction profoundly shaped family life, and they continue to resonate today. While the electronic hearth has multiplied into personal screens and diverse streaming options, the fundamental shifts in how media influences our routines, conversations, and individual attention remain. Television taught us how to integrate a powerful, always-on stream of information and entertainment into our homes. Its legacy isn't just about specific shows, it's about the very blueprint it laid for how families interact with media, setting the stage for the hyper-connected, multi-screen world we inhabit now.